So after some Easter celebration and driving to Gouda, I am now here in Gouda, and I need to find platform 3B. Because we are going to Rotterdam, and from Rotterdam we're going to Antwerp, and from Antwerp we're going to Ghent, and from Ghent we are going to Bruges, stop 2. I think this is it. So, my review of the Netherlands, 10 out of 10. I mean, exceeds expectations. Danish people are very, very friendly, hospitable, kind, inquisitive. Yeah, at least the ones I met. So, yeah, 10 out of 10. We're going to Rotterdam, where I was yesterday. Like I said, then I've heard Belgium's infrastructure is less good. Now, it's probably not like poverty levels, because that would be ridiculous. But it is probably like what Rhode Island is to Massachusetts. That's the description I've heard. That's the description I've translated it into. So, Rhode Island. So we're going to the Rhode Island of Europe. That's what I'm getting, which I think kind of makes sense. So I should be like right at home. I'm starting to wonder if the cell plan I got, I forgot to put Belgium on it. Because the second I enter Belgium, WhatsApp, iMessages, internet. So we're gonna find out now that I'm heading to Ghent if this is true. Because if it is, I just gonna have to wait till I get to Wi-Fi. Yeah. We were on the train to Bruges, and if I don't have a pass to pull up because I don't have cell service, I might get in trouble. So yeah, we'll find out what happens. Thanks, cell service. And we're in Bruges. And the conductor came to me on that last train, and I was like, I vaguely communicated, hey, my cell isn't working. And she's like, okay, I'll be back. And she never came back, which is probably a good sign. So yeah, I'm off the hook. Now I just need to find the hostel. Should I take a sec? Man, do I want a beer. Completely empty except for me. As I expected. Except for like the modern art, it's not bad. Just kidding, it's a shithole. Here we are, Bruges Town Square, enjoying a positively medium beer. Good. So that was a beautiful romantic video of me drinking a beer in beautiful Bruges Town Square. And no regrets. However, when I went to pay for said beer, they said €13. And I was like, €13? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's a lot for a beer. He says, cash or card? That's a lot for a beer. I think I've been priced out. I've gotta find some fast food. Like at one moment, all of a sudden, it was first off, I'm drinking a beer. Man, I love life. I'm in the square. It's like if I was an astronaut and I was on the moon and my spacecraft had broken and I couldn't get back to Earth, I'd be thinking about, how much I love life. The rain is on my skin, the sun on my face, and suddenly like, holy, 13 euro, mind you, not dollars, 13 euro for a beer. I'm gonna have to find the McDonald's. I saw a McDonald's. There's a McDonald's here. That's affirmative. All right, we're gonna go find it. Everyone's been priced out, just like me. Look at them all. So behind me is at least like 20-something people. Nobody speaking English. All get McDonald's. And I'm learning that McDonald's is not a derogatory, because if it's $13 for a beer, all the other food must be I don't know what. So this is gonna be our objective for Bruges. We're gonna figure out how to eat cheap and eat well. And it can take a lot of forms. All right. These fries taste like so much healthier than the States. It's because of all the regulations. That's why it's I just paid like 12 euro or something like that. But I spotted some ketchup over here, so let's see if it's still here. At a table, not just like in the open. Okay, so as the vast, beautiful towers of this old cathedral lapse behind me, I'm left to consider. I think McDonald's has added something to the world. Because those tourist traps will always be there, regardless of McDonald's or not. But now, the people of Bruges, people like me, cheap traveling, well-meaning tourists, but also people who work in those restaurants, they now have a place to get cheap food. And thankfully in Europe, it's pretty healthy. I mean, it's not healthy, but it's healthier. To be considered in favor of McDonald's. It's so cinematic. Bone shaker acquired. Back on the streets. My cell is not working again. So, yeah, thanks, Air Elo. Not cool. But you know what? We're chilling. We're making the best of this. I just need to find breakfast that is not going to totally rip me off. That's the goal. There's a place where Ralph finds character and walks across a bridge like he's gonna pop someone's head off. Okay, so my eSIM problem temporarily solved. Temporarily. Now, given the fact I've been cooped up, I think the wisest course of action is to go on a long bike ride outside of the city. And then come back, have another big beer. That's 2 big beers for Bruges. Big beer Bruges is what they call it. Except this one will not be $5 because if this one will not be $13. If I drink another $13 beer, I will commit seppuku. All right. Too early in the year for sunscreen, I guess, according to the guy. Not early enough for this. First off, foot of this giant windmill, right on the outskirts of Bruges. Or not even the outskirts, we're still in city limits, but here's a view for you. There's a canal. We're gonna be going over there towards a cute little town of Dam, or so it's called. I don't know if it's cute. Oh, I'm sorry I don't have a helmet. I apologize, but you know, we ball. Here is the Dam Canal. Just rows and rows of trees. Lord of the Rings, I'm a hoarder of things. Getting kind of hungry, I might order some wings. I just saw your mom and I told her some things. Next time I saw her, I told her some things. Something popsicle, something, you know, smoothie. Whew, it's tropical, something on the Chronicle. Please, someone, can you go on the Chronicle? Boom, 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 boom. Damn. Damn. Top of a windmill. This looks like it still is used to this day. Damn. Cooper's Canyon, boss battle and windmill when? I know we almost had one. It's all wood. It's all wood and stone and a little bit of metal, but mostly wood. Look at those. Damn. Oh, and we are tripping through time. Look at it. Look. The party has gone so wrong. The party has gone so wrong. Somebody put something in the water. Holy. Yeah, this guy's banging his head into a wall. Oh, dear, oh my gosh. What are they doing in there? No. Ain't no way. Yo, is that a bird of prey? Oh, my mom will be freaking out right now. Making a clicking sound. Totally is. It's not a bird of prey, it's like a crane or something. So, you know. I'm gonna have to find a place to have my delirium. Because I think delirium is what I want. Psychology. Church Dam. It is Dama, not Dam. And here's the stairs. I know it's technically pronounced Dama, but damn. There be the Twin Towers of Brugge. I am absolutely gonna run into people. So this was a hospital, according to the Order of St. John, which, if I remember correctly, there was an order of these hospital, and one of them was on Malta, of the Order of St. John, that is, on Malta. And then when our boy Napoleon invaded Malta, he had to kick all the hospital people out. And you know, there weren't hospitals by that point. It was hundreds of years later, so it was their pirates, but same order in name. And then when Napoleon showed up in Malta, kicked him out when he was doing his trip to Egypt, Russia took that as a sign to get involved in the wars. Anyways, there's my cognitive connection for the day. Now we're back down. It's not that it's a bike path, it's just that I don't think cars drive on it. Or something like that. It's just amazing. They don't even want to. You could bike through this, you know? It's not like it's anything you wouldn't see in the States. It's a land so old and so refined that they get to take the things that they have and work on them for decades and centuries till you get this. It's made with simple ingredients, but it's very beautiful. And at last, we return to the cold and unforgiving industrial complex. Like the ending of a good Pink Floyd album. We're back to real life. Okay, shut up now, Jonah. Okay. We're back on the outskirts of Bruges. Walking in there, you could have sworn I was an alien. A bunch of locals just turned around and all looked at me like, It was so funny. It was like a movie.
Whoa!
Anyways, around the corner, there'll be a fry shop opening at 5 o'clock. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's where I'm gonna go. As promised. Oh, got slop all over me. I've had certain people enable me in my life to pepper this vlog with my takes on things like cities and cars and culture. And okay, I apologize if this is not your thing, but here we go. So as I decide what am I going to do next on traveling, and I go to a place where I have expectations of what is going to be there and what experiences I might have, there's a couple things. First off, it's all experiences. It's not about how big the thing is. It's not about how long the thing is. That's what she said. It's about the experience you get. So you could get an absolutely free night on the town with a bunch of local buddies drinking and having a good time. That's the experience. For me, who is a single dude with no responsibilities, absolutely. Now, you know, within reason, you got to trust yourself. But again, it's all about the experience, because that night on the town is going to be so much better than anything you could buy in the center square. All of these cities have a center square, and it's always going to be something really expensive that's going to scam you, whether it's a 13-euro beer or, I don't know, those people that walk up and make bracelets on you, you know? So we're chasing experiences here, and that's actually not hard. You just gotta know what you want. That's Jonas. He's cool. We just went on a walk. I'm a little burnt. Captain's log. This is Tuesday, April 7th. We're gonna do all of our standard touristy things today in Bruges. Like, you know, museum tours and such like that. Then we're gonna leave tomorrow, go to Waterloo, then go to Cologne. Thinking either we'll stop in Aachen on the way to Cologne, or we'll go straight to Cologne, make dinner. Either way, I think for the amount of time I'm gone, I need to justify just taking a total rest stay where I just sit and do nothing in the hostel. You know, get some basic amenities. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. We'll find out. Not for now. And we are going up the legendary tower. This most recent bell is 200 years old. It's from 1800. It was installed. Actually, this bell is probably much older than that. Anyways, it was installed here in 1800 from the previous bell, which had cracked in 1745, just in normal use. So imagine like in 1745, you use a bell and then it cracks and you're just like, guess I have to wait 65 years for a new bell.
It is a nice town, Harry. I'm glad I got to see it. I didn't mean to be taking the piss out of it being a fairy tale place. It is a fairy tale place. It really is.
It's just a shame it's in Belgium, really. But then you think if it wasn't in Belgium, if it was somewhere good, there'd be too many people coming to see it. It would spoil the whole thing.
Here I am, walking on the outside of the Belfry, about to check out a waffle store, but I need to be fully ready to go bah when it's too expensive. So yeah, let's see what happens. So the Waffle House wasn't open for breakfast, which I don't need to say anything. It's the hotel. It's the hotel. It's the hotel for the movie. It's the hotel. So everybody who owns the stores that I've been in, at least the stores that are worth a little bit more worth their money, all seem to be not from around here. But every now and then I see like a street sweeper go by or a guy picking up trash, and he's like, looks like a local, and the dude who just went by looked really grumpy, and in my head I think like, uh-oh, this Belgian's out of luck. Life-wise. The life kind. Perchance. I'm at a brewery on the roof. Be down there in a few minutes. That's a good beer. Okay, this beer is delicious, and I 100% recommend Half Moon Brewery. First a triple, now a double. That makes a quadruple. Croquettes finished. Jonah, happy. It's good. Rick Stevenson. Oh.
Venturus, cum tas ritere Moget omnes ante tronum. Mors superbiget natura, cum resurget creatura.
All right, I'm taking my cheese and leaving.